The Xbox apocalypse continues to rage on as we have tons of rumors of Microsoft exclusives coming to the PlayStation 5, talks about possibly Microsoft giving up on making new Xbox hardware. There's even been some leaks about the idea of possibly Bethesda employees being mad about some Xbox plans, but we're about to finally know the truth. Microsoft is going to do a very long, very in-depth press conference coming up here in 72 hours. But let's take a look at what they said and what some of the leaks are pointing towards. Hi, I'm DreamcastGuy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So here it is. This tweet just came out. Please join a special edition of the official Xbox podcast. You're going to be hearing from Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Bodie as they share updates about the Xbox business. Now, this is literally everybody directly in charge of Xbox. That's the head of Xbox, that's the head of Xbox Games, and that's the head of Xbox Game Studios, and they're all coming together on Thursday to tell us what specifically is up, because the leaks have been insane. Talking about the idea of Starfield coming to PlayStation, which apparently some people are backtracking on, Gears of War, Halo, Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush. It sounds like this is definitely a real thing, but already the comments are going ballistic. Is this the beginning of the end? People are basically saying 3 days till the fall. Oh boy, a podcast format. Honestly, this is one of the things that definitely jumped out to me the most. Official Xbox podcast to me definitely implies that there is not only a ton to say, if you're doing an hour-long sit-down discussion, it's probably going to be trying to explain all the intricacies of this. If I could take a guess right now from everything I've seen, I think they're going to kind of explain which games are about to be third-party and which games aren't. I definitely think the biggest, most expensive Xbox things are going to stay on Xbox. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be an Xbox exclusive, whatever the next Halo is, whatever the next Gears of War, whatever the next Forza. I think those are the kind of projects that are going to stay on Xbox and Game Pass. That's part of what this is, though. I do believe that we're going to stop seeing day and date. There have been some discussions about the idea that Xbox is bleeding money. They're definitely bleeding fans. Even in the replies here, people are talking about the fact that they've already sold. People, all these people just completely freaking out. I'm ready for Hellblade 2 on my PS5. Too late, I already sold my Xbox Series X. I can't wait to pay Xbox exclusives on my PS5 without having to buy a Series X. Man, a lot of the replies basically completely abandoning Xbox. It seems like Microsoft has been bleeding cash for the most part on Xbox in general. And I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean in general that we're kind of in that Netflix moment where companies are trying to get hundreds of millions of people to pay $10 a month instead of having, 1 million people pay $60 per game. I don't think that's been working for Microsoft, but this could be their interesting mix. What if they come out and talk about, hey, here's the future of Xbox. New games are going to be $60 or $70 for the first 3 months, and then they come to Xbox Game Pass. I think that's what we're going to see, but I have seen a lot of speculation about the fact that it does sound like things are going to go badly. The tone of this tweet is certainly pessimistic, to say the least. People are talking about the fact that this Xbox business update definitely sounds like Xbox players are being laid off. This is interesting to me because there has just been so much negativity about this announcement before it's even happened. And a lot of people are placing that blame onto Xbox themselves. PlayStation and Nintendo, I think, have done a good job of just selling you a product. Buy this console, play our exclusives. If you enjoy it, tell your friends about it. Maybe post some screenshots about it. Whereas Xbox, they have this weird Parasocial thing. The executives hang out with the fans. They constantly fly in Xbox YouTubers to just go to lunch and stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily wrong or manipulative, but I think it's created this system where a lot of Xbox fans feel like they are friends with Xbox. And that's definitely not the case. This is a billion-dollar, or in this case, trillion-dollar conglomerate with freaking Microsoft. They don't care about you. Sony doesn't care about you. Nintendo doesn't care about you. Nintendo makes very good games, but they don't do it because they love you. They don't do it because they love Mario. They don't do it because they love Pikmin. They do it because it makes money. But that's not always a bad thing. I mean, there's a lot of different motivations to create great art. I just think that Xbox's attempt at making a friendly user base has made it where now they feel like their friends have betrayed them for this possible abandonment of the Xbox brand. Man, a lot of people, though, are pointing out the interesting timing of this. There is a lot of rumors that we're about to get a Nintendo Direct coming up here on February 15th. Usually those happen early in the morning, so the fact that this might be a shadow drop of Hi-Fi Rush on Switch, probably Hi-Fi Rush also coming to PlayStation 5 on the same day, it kind of makes sense that maybe they're going to announce the first games that are leaving Xbox, and right as people begin to freak out, the Xbox podcast drops and says, hey, here's the good, here's the bad, here's what's actually going on. Now, the final rumor that keeps going around is that Phil Spencer is apparently putting out the fire that there have been discussions about the idea of the death of Xbox. Like, actually, the physical box itself, they may stop producing the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. And Phil Spencer internally, according to secret documents, has straight up said, hey, we're not going to stop making consoles. Now, to me, this is the primary thing that I was interested in. I think I am very curious to see which PlayStation games we get, like which Xbox games come to PlayStation, how much they cost. I do believe that we're going to start to see Xbox games not come into Game Pass, but to me, the primary concern is where am I going to play them? I have a great, incredibly powerful gaming PC, but I like to play stuff directly on my Xbox Series X. I think it installs fast, it runs fast, it plays well, the controller is obviously fantastic. To me, the glory of Xbox is just the pickup and playability of it. My concern was like, okay, if they abandon the Xbox part of the Xbox brand, what becomes of it? I don't want Microsoft Game Pass. I like having Xbox Game Pass. But what do you guys think about it? Honestly, I think this is going to be very crazy. I kind of am tempted to live stream it. I'll make you guys a deal. If this video gets 5,000 likes, I will live stream an entire reaction to this Xbox podcast. I mean, who knows how long it's going to be? Probably at least an hour or two of beefy updates, but that'll be my deal. If this gets 5,000 likes, I will live stream the entirety of this on February 15th. So here we go. All right, I got to get back to work. I'm working on a big review for Skull and Bones. I am finishing up a review right now for the Tomb Raider collection and then some other secret projects. So, boy howdy, it is a busy week every week. Keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.